Hey guys, welcome to Dow Jones Futures Review. Let's go over what went down today and then the broader picture. First, I'm going to start off with stating that all you people who think there's way too many lines don't understand the premise that we don't know where the price action will give us the setup that we're looking for. Thus, I have to be ready with a 100, 150 point range. Most ranges of the day are typically about 50 points. That's why I look for about 2 or 3 setups below the current price. That gives me that 30 to 50 point range to find the pullback that I'm looking for. With that said, I've been targeting this 48.52 target for about almost 3 weeks now since we broke out of a bull flag. That bull flag was about X amount of points, and I got exactly the target I was looking for. I think it was actually more than that time frame. I'm sorry, it's been a while, not even 3 weeks. I'll update that on the next video. But the point is, look at how we hit that exactly today, and on a 1 hour chart, broke out of this resistance, clear resistance, and hit that exactly and gave us a direct 20 point sell, one of the bigger sells we've had in a little bit of time. And that shows you the power of the target and how we can use that in our favor when taking profits if we want to go short, which I don't recommend, or just in general understanding that we're looking at the price action the correct way. So if you don't think the levels are correct, look at my other videos. I've been harping on this target for a few weeks. It's not a big one, but it was a target nonetheless. We hit it exact and sold off. That makes me happy. That tells me that I'm exactly aligned with what I'm looking at in the market. With that said, Tuesday evening, I left us off here. I had some setups below. This level was trying to reclaim. We consolidated all morning and all night around there until finally popping around 7 a.m. Absolutely no setups were available here. We ended up reclaiming this level, hitting it twice and going right through at the open. Again, no setups were really available. Once we pushed up here, I started seeing the prices and how they were acting, the price action, and I dictated these 2 levels as the one I'd be watching, and price action gave me the right reactions to them, and I'll tell you how we traded them. So first off, I'm coming down here at 10 o'clock. I'm not looking for a long 10 points off the new high. That just doesn't make sense. Around here though, that's about 20 points. So the first setup would have been a dip and recovery of this level. Clearly we dipped and recovered. We popped about 7, 8 points. I wasn't interested. I'd rather see a flush of this now, failed breakdown, or another tag of this and then start to come up, recover this little cluster of lows over here, and get long if I wanted to. I waited a little bit. We sold right here at 11:45. We tagged it and held. Notice how we pushed through this level once and came back down. I like that action. We pushed again at 11:55 and came back down. I really like that action. So now if we were able to push through that level, I was willing to go long with a stop loss below here on kind of a hybrid dip and recovery / mini fail breakdown of this shelf of lows. You can see this low was set at 9:45 and we pushed up 18 points and came back down, bounced a couple times there. So I wanted to clear this shelf, and then we got that around 12 o'clock. So I went long at 48.38, took my quick profits here after 4 points because of the fact that we're so close to the current high. I held on to that runner about somewhere around this area. I would have lost a little money if we ended up tagging it, but I was willing to do that just to stay in case we took off more. We pretty much kept on consolidating. It was not much price action to look at. I would say now this area is getting weaker. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bounces here, and we're coming down again at the open. This is definitely weak. So let's look into now what I'll be looking for before I set up the levels. A general process that I'll be looking for is trying to find some minor level here or a major if I see it, and potentially if we can tag this right here, that could be a dip in recovery. Otherwise, maybe we tag the minor level here and then come back, show some acceptance, and clear this low and these lows right here, maybe somewhere around 48.34. That is still pretty close to the recent high though, so I would prefer even more pullback, and I'll be looking for something in this area to find the direct level that makes sense to go long, somewhere probably around here since we took off from this in the morning before actually reclaiming this level. You can see the fighting was going on before we pushed up at 7 a.m. But the real best setup I'm looking for will be a tag or a dip of this level for a failed breakdown, or just a simple tag of this level that I can go long on after some structure. Not much else to look for right now besides that. The setups are going to be scarce until we get some structure. Maybe we can hit this and bounce up, come back down and recover it later tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I'm looking at a lot of pullback before I could even consider getting long too quickly. You just don't see much here. This level again could be the one I'm looking for with a little dip below the low we saw here. Other than that, everything else will be based on the structure and the speed at which we sell into. If we're selling slowly after some bounces, I'll be more than willing to look into some of these levels down here. So whether you want to listen to my levels or not, that's up to you. They work. The process works. Stay patient. I'm in a runner, the best runner I've ever had in my career, over 100 points, just by entering the proper setups. When I entered this failed breakdown right here, we lost this low, tagged this level, recovered these lows, and off we went from 47.17 all the way up here for a peak of almost 130 plus points. So lock in. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be back with the setups pretty soon for tonight and tomorrow.